guys, welcome to my channel where today I am going to do the flip through of my hashtag Feb Love Journey to Self-Love journal. Now I have my one of my prompts printing, and they were another I am page and then a letter to myself. So we'll do the flip through and then I'll read the letter to myself, and then we'll look at the I ams, which are going to go, actually this should be, no, I can stay there. I should have put it over here, but that's all right. We'll put something else there. All right, so this is my letter to myself written yesterday, 2/28. Well, actually it'll be 2 days ago by the time this video comes out. So I wrote it on Friday and today is Sunday. I'll write another one on 8/28/25, and I'm going to read the first letter again to answer the questions in the first letter and write another letter answering those questions, and I'm going to do that every 6 months. So dear me, as you progress through your self-help books and your journey, don't forget that what got you to the point is that you're a survivor. And in 6 months, you will read this letter and reflect on what worked, what didn't, how disciplined were you to using your guides, and you will write a letter again in 6-month chunks of time. So every 6 months, I'm going to read. This is letter number 1 on 2/28/25. So every 6 months, twice a year, I'll come back and I'll read this letter, and then I'm going to answer questions. Like there'll be different questions, maybe some of the same questions. Okay, so let's get into the flip through. As many of you know, I have been watching Etta J. This was her hashtag FebLove, and I jumped in to do the challenge, and so this is what I made. Okay, so this is the flip through, and then we'll get to the other stuff. So this was a pocket I made just for fun, and I'm still using some of the scraps from over here, and these were just either journaling cards or tags that I made from some of my scraps, and then I took a playing card and I made a journaling spot on the playing card. So all of these are just journaling. This is just journaling space. Okay, and then this will hold whatever you want it to hold. This was just some die cuts that I used because, again, I'm going to continue to use the journal. This came to me from a swap, so I hung on to it for this journal. I figure it'll come in handy at some point. All right, so I left some of these pages blank because, as you know, I'm going to be starting in here with my Journey to Self-Love journal. Okay, so there's a tucked spot. Here's a little pocket, and I don't remember where I got that. I found it in my stash, so it's going in here. And you know, it's okay to stick stuff in your journal to use later. You don't have to do something with it when you make the journal. All right, so then this was one of the prompts, and this was prompt number 1. I think I just made this for fun. So anyhow, this was the I am. I'm going to leave them open. Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, saved from sin, and I know I am. And then this is a pocket. Again, I haven't finished it because I obviously need to attach that to something a little stronger, but then at some point I'll come back and use that journaling space. And I'll always think of Etta. So I'm going to put hashtag Feb Love started journal, quote, journal to self-love. 2/1/25. Miss Etta J. Okay, so now I know what started all this fun. Okay, so then a little notebook here. It's not very big, just has a few pages in it. But you could write whatever you want on it, and then it goes back in there. All right, and then next up we have a favorite song, and my favorite song is Love Lifted Me. And then I put these little journaling spots in there for future use. That's a die I had. And we'll put you right there just to make it pretty. Okay, and then my favorite quote, and this was, if you're going to be a street sweeper, sweep the street as though you expect kings to walk on it, Martin Luther King Jr. And then this is just a piece of the paper, the collection, and I punched out 2 butterflies and then put lace behind it. And then this was my word of the year, and I chose forgiveness. It's the act of intentionally letting go of anger and resentment towards someone who has wronged you. And it's a process that can help you move on with your life and feel more compassion and empathy. We're not going to be bitter because we learned to forgive. And then this was from one of my swap and glues, and I kept the package. And then this is just my favorite color. It's green. Okay, and then next up was, this is just a little thing to hold the spot here. We had favorite poem, and my favorite poem is When Things Go Wrong as They Sometimes Will, and this was written by John Greenleaf Whittier. So if you go back and you look at the prompts as I've done them, you'll find that poem. Okay, so then this closes. It's kind of a nice little hidden spot. Oh, and then my favorite flower is the ones I have yet to discover. While I walk in the forest or desert, those you see in the wild, and those you plant in your garden, give to a friend, or are given by someone you love and cherish, or that loves and cherishes you. So there's my favorite flower. Oops, it goes this way, and then this one seals it. I love that trim. All right, and then this, I still haven't put a pocket in it, but I made a floating pocket, and it does get hung up here sometimes. I gotta figure out a way to stop it from going all the way to the top is what I gotta do. Okay, what's going on? What's catching it? I think it's up here. Like I said, sometimes it works great, and other times it gets hung up there. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Watch, now it'll go straight down. There it goes. See, I need to get something to stop it from going all the way up. So I'll put another something right there. And then it will go, of course, all the way down. So it just slides. Okay, and then my favorite food was a taco. Just a journaling card. My favorite animal is a dog, and if you go back, you'll hear about my Tuffy story. So, favorite food is a taco, favorite animal is a dog. And then we just got all this journaling space here, and then here's a pocket. And then I made these pockets, and I just put cards in them. Because like I said, you don't always have to fill up your journal. You can put stuff for future use. Okay, And then I put here Secrets of Success. And I don't remember what this prompt was, but I put these cards in here to hold these journaling cards in there. So I don't think it was a prompt. I think it was just me making stuff for my journal. Okay, and then this one will go in here. And this one will go in here. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, then next up we have the letter to me, which I've written, and then my final affirmations, which will go, I'm going to put my final affirmations where? Where will I put my final affirmations? Let's put them right here. Let's see if they printed. Oopsie. A lot of my photo papers come out. So they haven't printed yet. But they are. I'll read them to you. That I can do. Let me read them to you. They are, I am, go to my downloads. Come on, open up. Okay, my I am words are, I am calm, I am wise, I am strong, I am free, I am fun, I am joy, I am kind, I am sweet, I am at peace, I am happy, I am great at some things, I am loved, I am laughter, I am hope, and I am harmony. So that was my I am words. So guys, that was my final flip through of my self-help, and I am going to put a picture on here. Like I said, this is my journey to self-love journal, so it is in no way at all finished. It's just getting started, but I'm going to continue to use the same book probably, and I do need to put a fourth signature in here. So that's where we're at, and I appreciate you coming along, and I hope you'll make one of these for yourself. And thank you, Miss Etta, for inviting us along for the collab. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.